Are we just over Yellowstone now at this point? The show has lost me. I feel like what made the show good in the early seasons, it was like, okay, this is a way of life that I am not familiar with at all. Completely detached from it. And we have some really good stories. They made you care about John Dutton. Progressively, that went away more and more. Really, what happened was at the end of that, season 2 finale where like the hit squad comes and fucks them all up. Beth gets fucking blown up. John gets shot down in the fucking street. Casey gets fucking attacked in his office.
Also lives.
Remember how excited we were for that season 3 premiere? We were like, oh man, Casey's gonna fucking go ham. He did nothing. There was nothing that happened. They
just hiding in a bush waiting for dad to come home.
He was in a ghillie suit in a field. And then like later on in that episode, they killed a couple people and that was the end of it.
And they got the son back.
Okay. Whatever, fine. But then Marvin made the joke, and it always stuck with me, the fucking Dutton Avengers. They just, nothing phases these people, okay? And they turned John Dutton into a character that I don't even want to root for anymore. Preserving this way of life. Rip is like, with the kid, where the kid's petting the horse, and he's like, I told you.
That was so forced.
I told you cowboys didn't exist. And he's like, they might not soon enough. It's just like, dude, what is this, a South Park episode? So spoilers. This episode opens up with John Dutton is just dead, and he supposedly killed himself. Like
after all the surviving we see John Dutton do, he's
and
just
all the trailers for this season with him and him talking and stuff. You're like, oh, okay. This isn't a season in its own. This is the second half of a season that aired 2 years ago.
That I don't even remember.
I'm curious if Taylor Sheridan can tie this up with a nice little bow and make me feel good about it. I'll feel better about everything he does, even though his other shows are good. But any other Yellowstone spinoff, I might show interest in. But if he fucks this up, I really I don't really have much interest in any Yellowstone spinoff. So
you know how when you break up with somebody or they break up with you, the longer you move on from that, say time heals all wounds, and like the longer you are removed from the breakup, the more you look back on it and like, what the fuck was I even doing with that person? I've even had experiences where like I was fucking attracted to that person. Like, what the fuck? That's how I feel about this show. Dusty just nailed it. 2 years ago was the fucking first half of the season. Now I understand there was the writer's strike and there was COVID. What's his name being a fucking idiot? Kevin Costner. I guess the mystery of it is on par with what they started building this season towards. Watching this episode, I was like, I don't care about anybody anymore. Beth is fucking annoying. She's been annoying forever. Jamie's a whiny little fucking bitch. Fucking Rip is the only one who's cool, and they gave him dumb shit dialogue to say.
It was, they tried to force the cool Rip sayings, but they were just cheesy as fuck.
I'm glad you felt the same thing, because I looked up the one where he says goodbye to what's his name, where he was like, cowboys don't say goodbye, they say see you later. And that shit was so fucking badass. Or when the two guys were scrapping in that one episode, you want to fight
somebody,
you want to fight somebody, fight me.
Yeah. Rip was once a cool guy. Everybody wanted to be Rip. Not anymore. Now he's fucking saying some fucking cheesy, forced ass shit.
Should have never gave him that house.
Casey, the one character who could be redeemed very easily, give him a fucking gun, let him be John Wick, and fucking get revenge on all these motherfuckers. Like, they just refuse to make him cool anymore. Like,
this season might go to that.
They just keep showing him looking at wolves and shit. And I'm like, okay, we get it. He had a fucking native journey.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
We get it.
Like,
he's connected with the wolves.
At the end of the day, like this message of like, we're losing our way of life. Like, you're fucking billionaires, guys. Like, what are you talking about? You own a piece of property that would make you fucking Elon Musk fucking rich. Like, I don't feel bad for you, bro. I barely have health insurance, guys. Like, you guys are fine.
Right. I don't know where they're going to go with this, because I feel like, if I remember correctly, they've pretty much confirmed that Jamie got the chick he's fucking to kill John Dutton and frame it as suicide. So I'm like, where are they going to, what's there to explain? You've already told us everything. We know John Dutton is dead. We know that someone was hired to kill him and frame it as a suicide. Like, what else is there to tell us?
The implosion of the rest of the family and the aftermath of it, and how they walk away from. Because I don't feel like they're going to be able to keep the land. I think he's going to write this as a sad ending, and they fought so hard to keep it and lost it in the end.
Probably.
And they're all just going to walk away, and then he's going to do a spinoffs of, Squad 6 Ranch and whatever else.
Jamie is not a good villain. Like, nobody cares if he wins or loses, really. I don't really give a fuck about Jamie.
He's a bitch.
They're trying to make him like the big bad guy, but like, I don't really have much interest in seeing like their Dutton families versus Jamie. They're really stretching this Jamie thing out. I understand what he did to Beth was bad, but it's like he was also a kid that just was taking her to get an abortion.
Right.
Like it wasn't like entirely malicious, right? They're trying to paint him as like, oh my God, he's so evil and all this. And it's like, it's just not
he's been painted as the outcast of the family, one, because he's not a part of the family. He was adopted, but also because his self-interest conflicts with the family ideology of anything for the land. Whereas he's like, I'm going to do some things for myself, for my own personal gain, because I'm my own person and I want to live my life. And you're supposed to feel hatred or animosity towards him for that, when he's really just looking out for himself, because he knows at the end of the day, they might fuck him because he's not one of them.
But let's not forget, though, she drove Jamie to this. And which is what I don't understand. The show is not painting her as having fault in any of this. She's the one who led him to this. Because he was on board. He was fucking John's right-hand guy. He was his established piece in government. He was like doing the stuff for John. And then all of a sudden, she's like, you're not one of us. And and like starting to insult the shit out of him. And all of a sudden he's like, well, all right, well, if you feel this way, then I'm just going to fucking do my own thing. Like, he loves his father, I thought. And last season, I mean, the beginning of this season kind of made me feel that way, that he didn't want to be doing all this stuff. And there were like plenty of times where he was like begging Beth to be like, yo, let me fucking help. Like, like, what are you doing? So it's like, I don't really understand the direction that this show took. And I think maybe the premise was just stretched a little too thin. One or two, like having to defend my land, like 1 or 2 seasons of that. Cool. It's season 5 now. It's time for it to go.
You kind of see a level of escalation in the character development. Like Jamie is a guy who accidentally killed somebody and had to cover it up, then intentionally killed somebody and covered it up willingly. And now he's like this darker person, whereas you find out like even Beth didn't realize the scope of what the family was doing to protect the land, because she had no idea the fucking train station was. Right. And even Jamie did. So there's varying degrees of what everyone's willing to do, but I don't know.
It seems like it's just going to be business as usual. It's like she's the next villain, Jamie's girl, and like probably the ranch is going to be like that. How we go on without John, like making the ranch work without, like I already see where it's going. Whatever, man. I don't know. Maybe Taylor Sheridan stretched too thin. I doubt he's like fucking writing the show by himself anymore. So yeah, whatever. Now I'll definitely watch the remainder of the season. I'm not just going to like cut and run. It was last season really was like, is where I started to just like, oh man, this is not going in a good direction.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, we've said it many times. Not every show could be as consistently great as Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul. Those shows are anomalies.
Taylor Sheridan knows this, and he talked about it extensively before Yellowstone ever really got out. Like in season 1, he's like, yeah, we don't want this show to go on for 18 seasons. Like I've got a vision 5 to 7 seasons down the road, we'll be wrapping stuff up, and I have an idea of where it's going. So for him to have the vision and know you can't keep going and want to cut it short, but do so in a way that, like, even within the COVID and the strikes and the times and everything, like it feels a little bit sloppy.
For sure. There's probably a little bit of just like, all right, let's just wrap this shit up. You know, maybe Taylor Sheridan, maybe he can't close. Maybe he's not a closer. Not everybody's a finisher, you know, which is a shame because, you know, his movies are great. The shows, I've enjoyed them.
His premises are amazing. Yeah, they bring you in.
100%. Just cut it. You got to start cutting them early.
You got to know when to hold them and you got to know when to fold them. That's the thing. Well, what do you guys think, folks? Let us know down below in a comment. Can Taylor Sheridan close? Is he a closer? Did you like this episode of Yellowstone? Let us know what you think for the rest of the season, what's in store. I guess we'll cover it week to week. Why not? I mean, we're all going to watch it. So
talk about it for a little bit. No big deal.
Leave a comment, folks. Leave a like. Let us know.